When you have done all you have commanded, when you have done all you have commanded, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done what we were obliged to do. Not quite the words that St. Martin used at the end of his life, St. Martin of Tours, whom we celebrated today, but certainly he had something of that in mind. At the end of his life, he'd been serving for some 20 years as Bishop of Tours in France. Lived a very holy life all his life. Actually was a monk under St. Hilary before he was appointed a Bishop of Tours. But now at the end of his life, he was about 81, and there was an uprising in one of his parishes, and he went to restore peace and harmony in that parish. And while he was there, he felt his end coming. He lost his strength, and he was laid out on the ground. And his fellow priest came to him and he said, "Oh, Father, don't leave us. We still need you. Don't leave us." And he broke into tears and prayed. He prayed to God at that moment, "I am ready to go. But if you will, I will stay." He gave himself completely to God's will. And at that moment, Satan appeared to him in a form of a small, ugly monster, I believe. And he told him, "No, you will have no part of me. There Abraham is already waiting to welcome me into his bosom. You will have go away. You will have no part of me." But certainly St. Martin looked at himself at that moment and saw, "Hey, I've done what I was given to do. I've done my duty." And perhaps repeated in himself those words, "I have done what I was obliged to do." What was most important, he was given to God's will in everything, and faithful to it, even in exercise of his duty in caring for the souls under his care as Bishop of Tours. And he willingly would have stayed to carry out God's will if that were his will, but his time had come. He passed right as soon as he said those words to Satan. He gave up his soul to God. Let us be as willing to carry out God's will in everything, always, that we too, when our time comes, are ready to render our souls to God. Praise be Jesus and Mary.